Alright, let's PyHard. Oh, the generic earth samples are done. That's enough to make one Vrauk. So that part is easy. Making more than one wouldn't be bad. That would be a very good idea, in fact, but I'm not going to bother. I'll need the reproductive complex. Yeah, I need more titanium. And I need to get the moss started too. How much moss do you produce per second? So I already have some moss production around here. Oh, no, it all comes from this one too. Okay. But the main thing is I need more titanium. And for titanium, I need more acetylene, I think. You produce 0.2 per second. So even with a stone recipe, I need 10 to fully produce the moss gene samples. But of course, I don't need to. I'm not going to need so many of those samples until they get used in science, I think. No, not you. Right, caravan, that's fine. Only need a few, only need a few. That's a bit different, but that's very far away, I don't care. Oh, cheaper recipe for caravan, that doesn't seem like something I have. Well, I need them for the Digosaurus, so that is going to be produced in a bigger amount. But I'm going to be limited by saline water and titanium maybe anyway. And generic DNA samples? Seriously? 10 for one Digosaurus? I forgot about that, that's hard. Hey. Yeah, and then it's for the cDNA, so that's the path to... Well, it's already by science, well, logistic science, I think, needs this. But it will be in the path anyway. I'll need the Raleasias and Ox. So yeah, cDNA will need a lot of those. But other than that, yeah, they're mostly needed to get things started. They're not going to be consumed in huge quantity except for the Digosaurs and the science, the logistic science. Right, but none of that matters right now. Okay. Hey, there's a lot of aromatics in storage. There's a lot of creosote too, right? Because you're disabled because there's too much creosote, and I'm not really using creosote anymore. Yeah. However, there is a recipe that uses creosote. It's there. Produce aromatics, but not this one. There's another one. Somewhere. I can make aromatics from creosote. And gasoline, I think. Oh, let's just build the building. Yeah, there it is. Process creosote aromatics. And I'll want to do this if there's too much creosote. Right, so if it's over 40, let's say, I'll just want to consume it. And then the aromatics can go wherever they need to go. That's the output. And I will want a check valve here. I could use the same one. Ah. Oop. There. And you're going to go only where there's more than 40, let's say. Yeah, it's not going to line up perfectly. That's okay. Just move you. There we go. You are processing light oil, which I think I don't store right now. So I might want to stop this if the aromatics level is too high too, but I don't really have the logic for that. So one option would be to use an underflow valve here, and I do have one, so let's just do that. Let's just keep things simple, right? Of course, there's a bump here, which means that I only have this amount to store things. Doesn't show how much it can hold, unfortunately, but that's okay. Right. Yeah, and that takes care of the creosote really quickly. That's nice. Shouldn't have a problem with the gasoline, I think. This consumes at 75 per second, 17.5 per second, and I get gasoline here. Yeah. Oh, that's also from aromatics production. I think that should be completely okay. There. Which... did it boost coke production? It might have. And this produces gasoline too. Good. Anthracene is waiting for middle oil. And middle oils is waiting for tar refining bottoms. Do I have plenty of tar? Yes, I do. So let's double it up. We need to put these a bit more apart just to make this easier. There. Pipes are automated and they only take iron. Nothing to worry about. There. You go straight into your pipe. And then there's the other ones. We could use the flipping here to make these bolts more efficient. I don't need to. I don't really want to. There. These pipes are going to be a bit chaotic. Whatever. There. If I get enough steam, that's going to give me more middle oil, which will give me more of everything here, which will boost the acetylene production. Did I already make the acetylene mine? Oh, the titanium mine? Yes, I have. And... ooh, I didn't connect you though. Okay. And there's the titanium still coming in. 56, good. That's building up nicely. I will need more steam. Why is steam so low? I need more. I don't really have the coal ready though. Okay. You're not getting a full belt. I think it's time to connect up another belt here. This is going to eat up a few underground belts. That's okay. There we go. I don't have much iron on me right now. There. And I assume that's also going to... oh! You're completely stuck again. Why are you stuck again? What's the deal here? Full on copper. That's not good. This should have been the highest priority, and it isn't anymore. Well, for now, I'll just add some storage. That brought everything to a halt. Should I do this? Problem is I'm not consuming enough copper. That's a bit weird. That's usually... I might have overbuilt a bit. Okay. Belts, I think. Do I need more of you? Yes, I do. Yeah. Yes, this is a bit of a problem, because these can fill up very easily, and then things happen. Now I want to very explicitly... Oh. That's a problem. I forgot about that, because I need to process all of this copper. Let's do it like this instead. This is my main source of copper. And you... are going to be disabled as soon as the copper storage goes over 200, I want to say. That should be fine. So everything here needs to be consumed. Oh, that's already full. This should help. And the problem is that I need this one to be a priority. Let's also do... Oh, what's the best way to do this? I want this to be prioritized. Unless there's too much copper ore in here. I want to also make sure that I have copper always. Can't wire up a splitter with logic, right? Yeah, I would like to switch to input priority. I can do it with multiple splitters, of course. Let's just hope this works. Or, easiest way would probably be to have storage like this. Right. I'm going to stop you if copper plate is over 200. That's as much as I want to have in here from your side. And from this side, I want two things. Yeah, that's still the same problem. I need combinators. I'll make this work. Here. If copper ore is higher than... Let's keep it with 200 as well. This way you should build up copper as long as this one is mostly full. Wait. Let's put this to 400 and I can remove this bit. They don't make much sense anyway. Okay. So it's not ideal, but it should work. And should make sure that I eat up all of this copper. Now I should do the same thing for the iron. The iron seems to be doing fine right now. Plenty. All of this is throwing away. I don't remember which parts of these builds I've already fixed. That's a really bit of a problem. There. You're working out good. You should now be getting a full belt of coal. You're not connected there. Oh, you don't have to be connected. You're connected both at the top and the bottom. Okay. That's the way you're supposed to be connected, right? You're working, you're taking the ash out. And that should boost the steam production quite a bit. Is star going down? Not really. And the steam is still fairly low. You're working, so that's good. This should help. It shouldn't need another of these solid separators yet, because the final line isn't done. And all of these are going into the first one, and it should be okay. Yeah, that's looking good. And going with the theme, you should be here, right? Then I can disconnect you. Oh, it doesn't really matter. Not great. Okay. And ideally I should also add some more coal here. Yeah, because this is starting to run out. That's the problem. That's the disadvantage of making these fairly tight designs where I'm just going to lose production over time as the deposit runs out. There. Start it. And I'm probably just going to connect you here. How crazy is that? First, that means these are going to be prioritized, which I don't really want. Yeah. Let's go this way. And it should be enough for now. Just to give it a little boost. Okay. But that's not what I was supposed to be doing. Oh, you're fallen. Ash. Is this going to get better? Might. Oh. I'll give it a while. See if it works. Are any of these bolts backing up? Yes, they are. Is that temporary, or is it going to get worse? Seems to be getting worse. Why is it getting worse? You're putting on this side of the belt? Yeah, this side of the belt is suspiciously empty. Because none of you are dropping in there. Did I forget something? Is this already designed with having variable offset? I don't think so. Huh. Why is it working for these ones? It might be with the flipping. Yeah, these are completely full. But the top belts are not being consumed correctly. Oh, all of these are still working at full speed, so... Or are they? Not quite. Oh, you're missing inserters though. That's a problem. No, you're not. Okay. Because the idea here was that these are not going to be putting on the same side, right? And these work. These ones are putting on the top, and these ones are putting on the bottom. Right? Well, this is more explicit. I still wonder if this was always broken. It's not ideal. This is not quite as good as I expected. Yeah, it should work now. It should slowly clear out. Very slowly. I still haven't automated the fuel here, which is not great. Okay. Zinc on me. I should upgrade these chests at least. Very little in titanium. That's alright. Ammunition is not Bad idea. It's probably because there's not enough steam, right? The problem is that this can escalate fairly quickly. Yeah, now all of these are working more, I think. Oh. Right. Do I have enough steam to add more turbines? I might. I just don't have a room for them, but let's just do something silly. I think I have this much steam. At least it's going to help for a little bit to keep the solid separators running. I think are filling up. Okay, so I am producing more steam than I'm consuming. The problem is that that means I'm not getting nearly as much for the rest. Now, what about the junk here? Need to connect up the junk from the miners down here, right? Did I already get started on that? The only input here is from you, which goes all the way there, and you on the other side. That would work. We can connect a few here. Go straight up. That would also work. Let's do it for now. And now what? Could connect you here. This is not going to have infinite throughput exactly. I don't need a lot here, at least not right now. But that should work. Hey. I think that's fixed everything there. Can I get on with making the rocks now? First step needs the creature chamber. And that needs a gene lab. Yeah. Ooh, I don't have plastic on me. Okay, not a problem. Each of those takes 10 modules, or is it 20? 15 maybe. Yeah, 15. So I need at least 40 and 60. 60 moss, please. Did so much. That's bad. Not the first ones are going to deal with that before I get ready for the next ones. I also need moss for the Vrauk food. There will be a big moss production here. Yay. Fortunately, I have access to long-headed inserters now, and this is not going to eat up much. Yeah, 0.25 is fine. There we go. And you can split the rest. Okay, 560 pollution per minute. That's not exactly balanced. And I still need the muddy sludge. I think that the muddy sludge also is produced in excess, so that should be okay. Just need to carry it over. I mean, this is not the best place for muddy sludge. But this is basically only here because it was convenient at one point, and now I'm trying to design my base around that's. First, it's going to fill up on sand, I think, at least when I start it up. Here. But right now I want that sand byproduct, so I just need to make sure that if it ever fills up, I'm still going to be producing some muddy sludge, which is fairly easy to do. Extend is okay. There. That should get you going. Very nice. This is going to be completely fine, but I'm still going to use these 90-degree inserters just to make things a little bit smaller. You are going to go up. Let's just build a stockpile here. Let's that's one side, and then I need a petri dish, which is here. Good. Just route you there. Route nicely, actually. Side, other side. And that gets me most gene samples. Now I need the excess stone to go this way, but right now there's no excess stone. Not bad. And I think that what I want to do here is the usual thing. Cold storage here, and if there's too much, I'm just going to let it go. Right. It's already underground there. There. Shouldn't build up. Now you only let stone through. Because the thing is, I don't want to produce stone bricks if there's plenty of stone bricks in storage. Or... yeah, because now I'm using the pitch for something useful. So this is now only taking care of excess. Right, so that's working correctly. Here, I want to make sure that the stone is not being used if there's too many stone bricks here. Right, that should work. So enable if stone bricks. So here, only if it's less than, let's go with 4,000. Oh, 1,000. There. Stone should build up, and it should go to the moss. And we have our first moss gene sample. Good. Oh, I could make the amount I need and turn the gene lab into a creature chamber. I'm not going to. That will save me a little bit of time, but it's not really worth it. And I should start using the stone bricks. The problem is I didn't leave myself enough room for walkways in here. So a lot of these are not going to get moved. So, right? How is it? Yeah. So that goes straight through those pipelines and the research and the steel production. Oh, it's going to take a while. Ah, that's okay. Now, moss has many uses, and I can always turn it into trees if I want to. So I can get rid of it. It's just going to be a bit complicated. I will need basic substrate, so that's going to eat up a lot of moss, as well as the petri dishes and cellulose. And I can always make more Vrauks, I guess. That's expensive. No, that's far away. That's removed. Okay. Oh yeah. Normally you would be able to compost moss. Unfortunately, PyHard removes that, because that would be too easy. Which again is one of the points where it's like, yeah, I get what you're talking about, but you should be able to do that. Oh no, they didn't remove this. So they probably only removed the sap composting, which makes more sense. Hey, You can make natural gas. Why would you do this? Is it like a way to get rid of extra carbon dioxide or something? Oh no, that's a removed recipe, right? Zinc, yeah. Eventually we'll have access to renewables for most resources. Ooh. What happened? Are you full again? Why isn't this? No, that was wrong. That's not where you were supposed to go. Damn. That will mess a lot of things up. Oh, no, just this part. Okay, so that shouldn't be too bad, but that was another factory grinding to a complete halt moment. Annoyingly. Right. I needed plastic, right? Yours disabled. There's not enough creosote, it's okay. You're disabled because you don't have steam, that's worse. I need to boost steam further. Question is, why? Yeah, that's what I expected. To fill up. Hey. Not sure why this isn't keeping up. This should be keeping up. Did I do the math wrong? Or is that just temporary? Is something filled up and shouldn't have? These have way too much. You are completely full though. Did I math this out wrong? See, I'm consuming 30 ash per second. And you should be producing. And that's not even running all the... Oh. That's running most of the time now. Okay. Might be part of the problem. I do have splitters now, so at least I can spread it between the two lanes. That should get these guys involved too. And I can always have more boilers, as long as they can get rid of the ash they produce. But coal dust should have more, right? No, it's also 1.5. Oh, that's going to be a bit annoying in the future, but that's okay. So that should take care of all the extra ash, but that's not going to last much longer. So it's just temporary. There is excess steam here, good. Yeah, this one has shortages, so that's working. That's still more than it should be. Is it? Let's do the math again. Okay, so we consume 3.7 worth of raw coal. So each raw coal produces 1 ash. Now, 3.7 means we have 2.47 worth of raw coal consumption per boiler. And each of those two lanes gets 12 boilers. So it's 12, it's 29.6. And all the solid separators should be able to process 30 ash together. So this should be working. I think the problem is that... Which part isn't keeping up? It seems to be working. You just can't take the ash out fast enough. The inserters are keeping up. But the problem is that the belt is already too full here. But it shouldn't be too full. Each of those should have 15 items per second. What's going on? This should work. And the belt is fully compressed at this point at least. That should also be okay. Yeah, but it looks like the inserters are not working full time. But 8 inserters are definitely enough. The balancing between the belts makes a difference too. That should all work out perfectly. Should be 6 per each. Well, maybe not actually. Maybe that's the problem. Or is the problem just that I'm not getting enough on this belt? Right, because that's... oh, that should still work though, right? I should still be having 15 ash from 6 boilers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, it would be a good idea to switch away from raw coal. I just can't really do it until I have a way to get rid of... well, to make sure that I can consume everything I produce. Hey. Oh, how is my steam production? So I think that, yeah, this is probably when there's a problem with the ash, maybe. Right, this is a bit suspicious. So the consumption of ash went down, and then eventually the boilers and stuff filled up, right? This is an even bigger case of the same thing, right? So that's probably it. But still, these are filling up on ash, and they shouldn't be. That's still with these boilers not really working full time. Well, I do bring in a little bit of extra ash. That's just a tiny bit. And you're working full time and not keeping up? Maybe this ratio isn't working? Because it should work in theory. It seems to be that under full load it's not enough. So I need to also get some air-core inductors. Bit far away now. Hey, circuits are building up nicely. That should make things work very well. Of course, I'm still going through the buffer for some things. Okay, that's easy to fix. Only make 1 per second, and you consume it's almost 1 per second if everything is running fully, which it isn't. That should be fine. Formica, not keeping up, that's okay. Pollution, still fine, I hope. Right. So, yeah, sometimes you have to deal with things. Now, of course, under normal circumstances, this wouldn't be as much of a problem, because things would mostly work. The problem here is that I can't easily void things. And that's all of you filled up. I should stockpile more. That's okay. So these ones produce 0.2, this one produce slightly less than 0.1. Is that right, or is that just... Yeah, the crafting time goes down as well. Yeah, so that makes sense. Right. I do need a single Vrauk codex. And for the creature chamber, I'll just need the plastic and, of course, all of those parts. Plenty of engines. I did use up a lot of inserters. Of course, I need small parts. Pipes are also pretty much gone. Iron. I think that in this run I am going to actually use the caravans. Having someone bring all the materials I need to me, it's looking pretty appealing right now. There, get rid of the extra ash. It did eat up my duralumin. For what I need it for right now. Just don't remember. It will be needed for inserters, although I'm not sure if I'm going to use the inserters all that much. Hey, reproductive complex. No, I need a creature chamber. Oh, more duralumin. Okay, that's easy. So let me take plastic with me. Having one place where I can pick up all the materials wouldn't be bad either. And well, of course, I could run the road through, even though I can't walk through. It still works. It makes walking even more annoying. That will remind me which parts need to move over time. And I do have plenty of bricks. Of course, I haven't researched anything in a long time. Well, just remember that all of this is going to be removed over time. Go. Ooh, should I make... Oh, no, I need treated wood, right? Yeah. It shouldn't be too bad to move all of this when the time comes. Do I have enough concrete? It should still be building up. Oh, very quickly now. Good. Unfortunately, that means I'm not going to be using the stone bricks. In most of these games, placing things is much faster than picking them up, which is annoying at times. It's especially annoying with the floor tiles. There's so many of them. Hey, that should help. The problem is now I'm not sure what I'm going to do with the stone bricks. Because they're not used. Well, they used to be used in the recipe for making hot air. Which was silly, of course, but at least it gave you a way to get rid of extra. Oh, glass. Should I have plenty of glass? Oh. I'm not producing nearly enough glass. That's not good. Why? Not enough molten glass. That's an easy problem to fix, too. Let's just another glass works. We certainly don't have a problem with using up more fuel. Though I did not prepare this very well. Oh. Can make as many splitters as I want now. Not a great design, but I will be redoing glass production pretty soon anyway. Now, how many have I placed here? 3. Is this going to be able to keep up? Not sure, actually. We'll see. There. And the recipe I have now is not faster, right? Yeah, I think it used to be faster. Now it's just saving on quartz. Which isn't bad, especially considering that sand might be an unwelcome byproduct at some point. Let's see about that. Right, do I have enough glass now? Ooh. Did I actually run out of fluid fuels? That's very unexpected. Let's make the creature lab first, so I can get started on the first rock. Native flora, petri dishes, and moss gene samples. I'm going to bother with routing the native flora, but here, so might be a good place for the creature chamber. You only need a creature chamber for the first ones that you make, first batch. As long as they can breed, which the Chiron's can't. But I don't care about the Chiron all that much. I just want my first rock. Where are you? There. And you get this. You can also... We should have made a lot of underground bolts again. I didn't automate them yet, right? There. The flora. It might even be a good idea not to automate this part. It's just going to fill up my inventory. I'm not sure if everything needs native flora. Unfortunately, whenever you change the recipe, you lose everything, which is not great. But that should be my first rock in 400 seconds, so get started on that. I will need the reproduction complex. That's easy. If I have enough glass, I need to take care of the fluid flume. Again, that's a good problem to have overall. It means that I can increase my production of the coal byproducts, which means more coke and more of the useful fluids. I mean that they're all useful, it's just that balancing them is hard. Iron. Ooh. No, you're not supposed to use. It doesn't matter. I should connect these up to wood. Yeah, reproductive complex. Now the reproductive complex needs... Yeah, I need two systems, right? This is going to produce cocoons, and the cocoons then need to be turned into actual rocks. But to get started, I'm just going to start with the reproductive complex. Then if I have plenty of cocoons, that's going to be much easier to turn into rocks. Let's not build up a supply. I'll just limit this to 1 stack. So I will need the moss. I just need a reproductive complex with native flora, water barrel, and moss. Water we have, and I am going to put the rock production somewhere around here, near the water. So that's going to be completely okay. And it should have its own moss farm too, I think. But not going to be able to finish this rocket in this episode, because this is... Oh, you're eating up a lot. Right, you've been disabled for a long time. Ah, no matter. That's it for this episode. So, thanks for watching. See you later. Bye.